Yes, you are a powerful creator. But the important thing about manifestation is that you don't manifest what you want or what you think you want. You manifest what you are. Welcome to Rebirth. This is your new moon manifestation guide and manifestation practice so that you may align with the potent cosmic forces of the universe to help you launch your desires into the universe and plant those seeds of what you truly want to experience in your life. The laws of the universe operate on vibration and frequency. And so like attracts like. It's all about setting your coherence within all aspects of being so that you can truly feel what that future desire is like. There's a couple steps involved, and we're going to need to focus on getting our thoughts, our feelings, our beliefs in alignment so that we can launch those desires out like an antenna, sending the signal out to the universe, saying, I am vibrating this frequency, therefore I am open to receiving the like frequency. So the new moon is a new cycle that begins for the next 30, 31 days, 28 days, that next month. So that sun and moon come together, creating an opening of possibility where we are really planting those seeds of desire. So this is really about getting calm, getting quiet, taking some time for yourself to listen to what is within you that wants to be created or wants to be released. One important thing to understand about moon manifestation is that when you have a new moon every month, the sun and the moon come together for a rebirth. This is a new cycle. And so the 3 days before and the 3 days after this moment in time is your new moon manifestation portal. Usually we want to be taking the time before that new moon to release and let go of what else no longer serves us, to bring to our consciousness any thoughts, feelings, or actions that we do not want to move forward with in this new cycle, so as to declare to the universe, to declare that this is no longer part of what we want to experience. So then there is the new moon ritual after you've done a releasing. And the new moon ritual is really getting into a frequency where you're aligning all aspects of being so that you can begin to dream and envision a creation of the future. This is when you want to let go of your past, which could be conditioning your life without you even knowing. This is about letting go of anything that would limit your creative potential. Because when we are in fight or flight mode, we are not able to create. We need to be in a relaxed vibrational frequency and open to receiving ideas, imagination, intuition, open to allowing things to circulate, meaning we are not in resistance to what has happened. And when we are vibrating in a frequency of fear or lack, when we are doing something because we're afraid that something might happen, we will only be attracting more situations of that nature to us so that we may learn that lesson. I want to be very clear that we do not necessarily consciously manifest pain, sadness, illness and awful situations to us. It's not something we are conscious of for the most part. Remember, our operating system in this life is mostly subconscious programming. It's conditioning from our childhood. It's conditioning from our subconscious defense and survival modes that we learn to protect ourselves. So when we want to change something in our life, first we need to bring to attention that which is subconsciously running our program. Very, very important part of manifesting. We are always manifesting, whether we're conscious or not, because whatever we focus on, wherever we put our attention is what we see in the world. All the universe is mental, meaning the way we perceive things is what we see and what we tune into. And so, though we may be unconsciously manifesting things, we are manifesting them nonetheless. We are not doing something wrong if we are attracting or we're doing a repeating pattern. When we have a repeating pattern that is undesirable or that we reject, it is there to teach us the lesson. What is the lesson of the pattern? And if you truly don't want to relive a repeating pattern, it's about getting to the root of why you are in that pattern. So, manifestation, there's a couple very important parts to this. We don't just sit down and say, I want a car, I want a boyfriend, I want this. Doesn't work like that. Actually, it's a little more complicated because it's all about frequency and vibration. So when we want something, often we are in a vibration of lack, meaning we don't have it. So there's a kind of desperate, energetic, like I don't have that, so I want it. So wanting something can often repel what it is we actually do want. We're not conscious of this most of the time. So what's important to understand is that first you need to shift your frequency before you can start to imagine the possibilities. And imagining those possibilities is on par with what you are, what you vibrate, what you are ready for, what you are willing to bring to the table. If you are desiring a love connection, how is your love connection with yourself, right? It's all about who are you and therefore what are you attracting. We have to do our self-exploration, our self-digging to understand why we are repeating a pattern. So let's go into the process. So first of all, in this manifestation ritual, you will be, number one, you're going to be writing down what you observe about what you no longer want to repeat. And then you want to write down what it is that you actually do. Instead of that, what is that thing? So it's a journal preparation prompt, okay? So what I would suggest is you set the scene. Make it as beautiful as possible. So you make a little sacred altar. You put your plants, your candles, your incense, you dim the lighting. You take some time alone to set the scene. Then you want to put on some really nice music that you feel good, and you want to write, okay, what I'm observing that I don't want to continue is this. And then what I do want is this. If you don't know, it's okay as well. So step one, you're setting that scene, okay? You are just getting conscious of what you don't want and what you do want. And pay attention to why you don't want these things or why you do want these things. Because sometimes the things we want are not actually the things that we want. We want something else that we think that thing will give us. And remember, it's not about, oh, I want a boyfriend so that I can be loved and he needs to be perfect. No, it's about, are you ready to be vulnerable and open up to that exchange? We have these ideas of these things that we desire, but the reality is a lot different. You know, like desiring a lot of money. Why? Why do you want the money? Is it because you want to create something to support the higher service of humanity? Is it because you want a new car? What is the reason why? Because the thing is, if your desires align with up-leveling of the universal energetic frequency, you have a lot more backing behind you. Because if you have something that you desire that's going to support not only yourself, but your community or your loved ones or humanity, that is going to, give off a much higher frequency. So you want to look at, why do you want the things that you do? If you want to have more financial freedom so that you're not stressed, so that you are not in fight or flight, so that you can actually create that program that is going to elevate more people. So you want to see why. What is the reason? Why do you want this thing? Okay? And I'm going to ask you to really think about, what is the thing you actually desire to seek? Okay, like what is it? Is it freedom? Is it expression? Is it love? And remember, all these things that you desire are always available. They exist already. And often, mostly, it's what do we need to remove that is blocking us from understanding that we already have this, right? And if you are, for example, desiring a partner, you have to be that partner you desire. You need to reverberate that energy into the universe so that you are a match for that person. And this is a very important thing. Although we're in this creational bubble, once you do the ritual and you plant those seeds of desire, you have to let go completely of the how, the when. That's not your business. It is about asking with the right energetic frequency for the right reasons, sending off the energetic into the universe, and then letting go completely. Letting go of expectation, letting go of timeline, letting go of how, when, who, letting go of this person needs to be like this. It's about letting go, surrendering into the flow, the cosmic flow of the universe. Because it's not your job to make everything happen. It's your job to set the tone, the frequency, the stage, and to say, yes, I am ready for this thing. I am vibrating this thing. And then you let it go and you live your life. And you completely detach from any expectation of that thing. And then you see magic happen. But only when you can let go of trying to control it. You cannot control this process. This is an energetic frequency vibration. And believe you me, you might think you want it, you might think you need it, but the universe will show you what you actually need, always. So you don't need to worry. You don't need to worry. This is also an exercise in letting go of the fight or flight survival, so you can get into that creative mind frame. Let's get prepared to go into the ritual and the guided meditation that's going to put you in the mind frame so that you can do this work, okay? So what you need to know is you need to have time and space to yourself, okay? Give yourself at least a half an hour or more. Give yourself, make sure you are, hydrated, well fed, grounded, you don't have anywhere you have to be. You want to be in a free energetic state where you have time and space for your practice, okay? You're going to set the stage by preparing an altar or lighting a candle or incense or plants, or you want to set yourself up in a cozy place where you want to be in comfortable clothes. I would suggest putting yourself in clothes that makes you feel beautiful and sensual and feeling the pleasure of being in the physical body, okay? So once you have prepared the scenario, then you're going to go into this practice, okay? And when it's done, you're going to let go. And then you can do this anytime you want. You don't have to align with a new moon. You can align with the moment that you feel you want to practice this manifestation. The new moon each month is a potent portal to do this, okay? But you can do this at any time of the year, anytime you desire. And it's really a practice. It's about learning how to change your frequency, let go of old, and plant those seeds of desire, and then let go. Okay, so this is an exercise. It's a practice. So please enjoy the journey. And I'm so grateful to be here to serve your soul. And please do send me any feedback, how it went for you. And remember, when we are planting these seeds of desire, we have no idea how long the process will take. A new moon process cycle takes 1 month, but it also begins a cycle of 6 months, and it also begins another cycle of 18 months, okay? What you're planting, sometimes you're seeing results within a month, sometimes you're seeing results within 6 months, and sometimes you're seeing results between 18 months, okay? So just be aware, depending on what energetics you're working with, this could take time. So this is all about doing the work to shift your frequency, planting the seeds of desire, and letting go. And I'm talking, you're not going to obsess over it. I mean, really let it go. Like, this is the journey. This is the work. Okay? Enjoy.